Some billionaires build companies. Others build rockets to escape Earth. But Larry Ellison did something else. He bought an island. Not just to relax, but to reimagine society itself. A 140-square-mile canvas where he controls nearly everything. The power, the water, the jobs, the homes, even the air you breathe. This isn't science fiction. It's real, and it's happening right now in Hawaii. Welcome to Lanai, Ellison's island empire. Larry Ellison didn't grow up surrounded by wealth. Born to a single mother and raised by adoptive parents in a modest Chicago neighborhood, he was a college dropout twice over. He worked odd tech jobs and survived by freelancing, living paycheck to paycheck. But he had something rare: obsession. And in 1977, with just $2,000, Ellison founded a company that would change everything: Oracle. Oracle was built on one big idea: organize the world's data. It began with government contracts, then rapidly expanded into corporate infrastructure, powering everything from bank records to classified intelligence. By the 1990s, Ellison was a billionaire. And unlike the quiet CEOs of his era, Ellison leaned into visibility, racing yachts, collecting mansions, and flaunting the tech mogul lifestyle years before it became mainstream. But as the 2000s progressed, his ambitions evolved. While others pursued social media or space travel, Ellison was focused on something more grounded, something real: land, ownership, legacy. In 2012, he shocked the world by purchasing 98% of the Hawaiian island of Lānaʻi for a reported $300 million. The deal included 2 luxury resorts, a power plant, water utilities, and most of the island's infrastructure. It was more than a real estate deal. It was territorial. Lānaʻi, once nicknamed the Pineapple Island, had long been overlooked. It had one town, a few thousand residents, and a struggling local economy. To Ellison, it represented a blank slate. He described his vision publicly: transform the island into a sustainable utopia powered by green energy, tech-driven agriculture, and wellness. Privately, insiders say he wanted more than sustainability. He wanted control. Within months, his teams began rebuilding the island's systems, from roads to data centers. Lanai was no longer just part of Hawaii. It was Ellison's. First came the Four Seasons Resort. Perched on cliffs overlooking the Pacific, it was stripped down and rebuilt, transformed into one of the most exclusive hotels in the world. Private helicopter arrivals, in-room Japanese soaking tubs, a Nobu restaurant on the beach, no walk-ins, no day passes. This resort isn't for tourists, it's for royalty, tech titans, and heads of state. Then came Sensei Lanai, a wellness retreat located inland at the former Ko'ele Lodge. Co-founded with Dr. David Agus, a celebrity physician, the retreat combines AI, biometrics, and luxury wellness treatments. Guests pay thousands of dollars per night to have their blood tested, stress levels scanned, and routines optimized by machine learning. It's not a vacation, it's a recalibration, where your data is the spa treatment. But Ellison's most daring project? A high-tech agricultural experiment called Sensei Ag. Giant greenhouses rose from the dust, filled with LED-lit crops grown without soil. Using AI, sensors, and controlled environments, the project aimed to produce clean, hyper-efficient food with minimal water usage. It was the billionaire's answer to global hunger, an attempt to rewrite farming from the ground up. But paradise doesn't always cooperate. Reports from the Wall Street Journal revealed major problems. The greenhouses weren't designed for Lanai's humid and salty air. Solar panels underperformed. Internet outages crashed automation systems. Even the island's famed breezes turned destructive. By 2024, Ellison scaled back the farming initiative and shifted operations to California. To most, that would be a failed investment. But when you're worth over $100 billion, failure just means iteration. Beyond business, Ellison's grip on the island is deep and personal. He owns the water company, the electric grid, the newspaper, even the local movie theater. He funds housing projects, sponsors community events, and offers jobs, most of which tie back to companies he owns. For many residents, life has improved. Better infrastructure, new healthcare clinics, and rising wages. But others worry. When one man owns everything, from your job to your utilities, what happens when he changes his mind? Ellison doesn't just live on Lanai, he is the system. While Lanai might be his most visible domain, Ellison's power extends far beyond the Pacific. Oracle, the company he founded, is now one of the most important tech firms in the world. Its systems are embedded in everything from U.S. government servers to hospital databases and military communications. You may never see its logo, but you live inside its data architecture. Ellison has also positioned himself strategically within the political landscape. He's hosted closed-door fundraisers for prominent political figures. He maintains relationships with federal agencies and helps steer policy from the background. In 2020, Oracle played a key role in negotiating a potential U.S. acquisition of TikTok. Ellison wasn't just a businessman, he was a quiet power broker. And he's not done acquiring. From beachfront mansions in Malibu to a sprawling estate in Palm Beach, Ellison continues to buy prime real estate around the world. His 288-foot yacht, Musashi, includes multiple helipads and a Zen garden. His private jet is one of the fastest in existence. But despite this wealth, he avoids the spotlight. No social media, few interviews. His movements are tracked more by satellite than by selfie. On Lānaʻi, silence isn't just golden, it's policy. Ellison rarely appears in public, yet his influence is felt in every corner of the island. From the layout of the town to the price of groceries, his decisions shape reality for thousands. There are no elections, no town halls, just quiet directives passed from the top through layers of companies, managers, and community liaisons. He doesn't need to rule like a king. He already owns the kingdom. Larry Ellison didn't just build a business empire. He built a sovereign realm, an island where he controls the inputs, the outputs, and everything in between. It's a vision of the future few talk about. A billionaire-owned world. Where you don't vote, you subscribe. Would you trust a paradise that belongs to one man? Or would you question what happens when that man disappears? Comment your thoughts and subscribe to the Elite File for more untold stories behind the world's most powerful lives.